Hi friends and welcome. So we're continuing on our Bardstown adventure, and if you've been watching for a while, you know we like small and we like local and we enjoy bourbon.
That's right.
So today we're going to talk about the three Boys Distilleries. So come along to the barn with us and have some bourbon. Welcome to Living Phase 2. So today we are just outside of Bardstown, Kentucky, the bourbon capital of the world. It's a great home base for following the Bourbon Trail, both the official and unofficial distilleries.
That's right. And in fact, so there is the official Bourbon Trail, and that is, I hate to put it this way because it sounds bad. It's not really meant that way. It's a marketing tool. So a lot of the distilleries will sign up and they have to pay a fee to be part of the Bourbon Trail, the official Bourbon Trail that you get documentation and maps and all that. However, there are many, many, many distilleries in the area, especially small ones that aren't on the official Bourbon Trail. And some of those are really hidden gems, and I think we've really found one here.
We did. We were staying at the Bourbon Manor, and Bourbon Assault, the Facebook group, was there at the same time we were. And
Hi guys, by the way.
Yeah, hi. And they recommended Three Boys Distillery, and after their recommendation, we had to go.
Well, and one additional thing, the innkeeper, Todd, right? Todd, we were talking to him about going and visiting some distilleries, and we told him, oh, we've been to, Maker's Mark and Buffalo Trace, the big ones, and and Four Roses, all those. And he says, have you been to Three Boys? And he had mentioned Bourbon Assault. He'd recommended it to them. That's the really great thing about an amazing innkeeper, is they can guide you to those little hidden gems in their towns because they know them better than anybody else. Yeah.
So this is truly in a barn.
It is. It is. So when the Three Boys Distillery is about an hour away from Bardstown, so it is a little bit of a drive. It's actually very close to the Buffalo Trace Distillery.
Right, and Buffalo Trace you don't want to miss. So
right.
that's one you really want to hit, and if you're in the area, you might as well
Makes
go to
a great
Three Boys.
add-on, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So when you drive up in that area, when you get to Three Boys, as Nancy mentioned, you go down a long, winding dirt road, and you get to a barn. And when you pull up there, it's an open barn. They will be there to greet you. They'll tell you a little bit about what the tour's like. You pay your fee, which was $25 a person, and just be aware that that's very normal. There's a few distilleries out there that don't charge for tours and tastings. Almost all of them, though, have gone to a fee-based system to where you pay a little bit for the tour and the tasting.
It covers their costs.
Absolutely, and it's they're providing a service, and we think that especially when you get a really good tour, a good tour guide, and a great product, it's certainly worth it.
And this was a unique tour.
It absolutely was. So not only are you walking through a barn and you go to their, you see where they do their mashing, you see their fermentation tanks, you see everything.
All in the barn.
All in the barn. All in one small area, which again is very much like if you would go to Jim Beam or to Maker's Mark, you'll see somewhat of the same things, but seeing it on a small scale, seeing it in somebody that's a craft distiller like this really does make a difference. It was
a lot of fun.
And not only that, we had a great tour guide. She did an excellent job, was very knowledgeable, and you can really tell when people love their job. Very energetic and extremely helpful. The other thing that's really different about Three Boys that I just absolutely loved was you don't just go to a big, fancy room and sit there and your tastings all laid out and all this. Their tastings, they just have 4 to 5 barrels laid out on the floor of the barn, and they actually use a thief to take the bourbon directly out, and they pour them into your tasting glass. And that's very unique. Tasting
what a
right.
Thief is.
Well, a thief is a long copper tube, like a straw, with a small hole at the top, so you can stick it down into the bourbon, plug the hole with your thumb, and pull it up, and then there'll be bourbon in there. And then when you let when you open the hole with your thumb, then the bourbon pours out the bottom side. So again, very, very unique. I'm actually a member of the Stave and Thief Society. I'm a certified bourbon steward. So somewhere around here, look, so you get a little card and so I've taken a class, I've passed a test, all about bourbon. And again, it's called the Stave and Thief Society. The staves are what the sides of bourbon barrels are made of. Those are the wood slats. And the thief is what you draw bourbon out of a barrel to test it with. And that that was very unique, and it was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Yeah. So we tried several different bourbons, and honestly, they were all very good.
But we got to pick our favorite.
We did. Something, again, very unique about this. If you go to a large distiller, their job is to make sure that every bottle pretty much gives you that same taste profile, right? If you buy a bottle of Jim Beam Black, which honestly makes awesome old fashions, is a great product, it's very, very consistent. What they were doing at Three Boys is every one of the barrels had a different mash bill. That's the mix of corn and rye and wheat and
they were really
different
experimenting.
grains. Every one of those barrels was different. So it wasn't just, oh, this one's a little stronger or this. It was completely different from a taste profile. So as Nancy said,
And that was a lot of fun.
it was
really,
a blast.
Really neat.
Really, to the point of we loved it so much, we said, yeah, let's get a bottle and add to the collection. So, let me grab it here. I should have had it before we started. So we went and you see in the video, we thieved the bourbon out of the barrel ourselves for this bottle of Three Boys bourbon and brought it home with ourselves. So we got to bottle it.
Put the label on it.
Yeah, we put the label. We got to do everything. They sealed it so that it's legal to travel with. And so that, again, is a real treat, something that you will really not get to do at almost any other distillery. Bottle your own bourbon.
We've never done that before.
No, never had that opportunity. So once again, we enjoyed this a ton. It's a small business. It's local. It's something you're not going to get at the larger distilleries. We really found that it was a hidden gem.
Thank you so much for watching, friends. We appreciate you being here. Be sure to hit that like button, turn on your notifications, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
And we'll be continuing our tour of the Bardstown area with some bed and breakfast and other distillery tours as well. So
have a great day.
Have a great day, and cheers.
Cheers.